If you own a Thor Outlaw 29H or similar models and you want your passengers to be able to watch movies while you drive, stay tuned. I'll show you a quick and easy modification you can do to make that possible. I've got the TV running right now, and what I'm going to do is just turn the ignition. I'm going to turn the ignition to the on position. Now, I'm not actually going to start the engine, but moving to the on position will accomplish the same thing either way. So, we'll go ahead and do that. And you'll notice right when I did that, this TV cut off. Now, what's happening is there is actually hardware in place to make it so that you cannot have this TV or actually anything plugged into any of these three outlets on while you're driving. Now, the intention for this is that if I had this bed in the normal travel mode where this section is removed, if I have the TV at an angle kind of like this, you could see the TV while you're driving. And so I'm guessing there's some laws in some states, or maybe manufacturing law or something like that, that if the driver can see a TV while they're driving, it should not be able to function while the vehicle is in motion. So what I'm about to recommend might be illegal. I don't know the laws. Make sure you look up your state and local laws before doing this. But in my opinion, since I usually travel with the bed in this mode right here, the driver has no way of seeing this TV. So I think it would be beneficial to, since there are 3 seat belts and the couch right here, if I have any passengers that want to watch a movie while we go on a trip or something like that, I think that should be possible. So I'm going to show you how to do it. So since I turned the ignition back to off, this TV should function again. Let's go ahead and turn it back on. Now, like I said, all 3 of these outlets right here are on the same circuit and will do the same thing. So that also includes the DVD player. If you had the DVD player hooked up to even a separate screen on a separate circuit, if it's plugged into here, the DVD player will go out. So that's also something to keep in mind. When you open the storage compartment, you'll notice that there was a wall here. Now, that wall always seems strange to me because this little charging panel here, now I took out some USB ports, just ignore that. This little charge panel here has a hole with a grommet at the top. And I always thought that was strange because if you wanted to plug things in here and put the cable through the hole, this wall would be in the way of doing anything useful. So the original intent was just to remove this wall so that if I had anything plugged into the USB, I could use this hole, run the cables through, and leave things up here with the door closed. So that was the original reason why I was removing this wall. It is kind of a pain in the butt to remove, mainly because of the location of these 2 screws. They're so uptight against the wall that getting a screwdriver there is really difficult. And you're kind of leaning on the ladder or standing up on something to get there. But anyway, once you get those 2 screws out, you just got to try to shimmy and wiggle this wall out. And that's all it is. It's just the thin 1/8 inch little ply there. Now that this area is open, I can easily run some cables through here. I did gain a little bit of storage space, so that's another use for it. And while I was back here, I noticed this cable box. Now, this cable box right here is what's actually feeding the electricity. You can see those 2 white cables going under to this outlet, as well as this outlet. So that's the outlet hooked up to the TV. That's the outlet on the DVD player. And I noticed this looks like 12 volt wires. This is not 120 volts right here. So I was thinking, I wonder what those are for. And so I went and looked at the wiring diagram and kind of just took a chance and unplugged this guy. And sure enough, now when I turn the ignition to on, the TV remains on. And now your guests can have something to watch while you drive down the road. So anyway, again, check to make sure this is actually legal. I don't know what the laws are. or why they set this in place to begin with. I'm guessing there's some sort of liability or legal issue there to look into. So make sure you check into that before doing this modification. But if it all looks good to you, go for it. It's pretty easy. Gets you some extra storage space, gets you access to that hole above the charging panel, and lets your guests watch TV while you drive. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope this helped you, and let me know if you have any questions about it. Thanks.